Hi, this is Prodigal Finds God, and I'm coming to you today to read 18, Part 6 from Mandy de la Parra, Seek Heavenly Things, 12/9/2025. This was repost per Jesus. God's physical calendar 4/4, God's spiritual calendar 9/4, God's true Gregorian 6/26. 6/17/2025, Part 6. New message proving Jesus speaks to me live for all the plagiarism remarks, LOL. But all this fits now, very long. Everything he has been speaking with the 18 parts. So there will be parts, but I will go back to part 19 when it's finished. Love you all. Even what I commented today in the chat on the Just Live today, the 345, it was prophesied in this message. Jesus is speaking, and he's coming to wake his kids up. Guillermo de la Parra, 303, is Mandy's husband, soulmate, and co-prophet. We were all on Zoom, and I was finishing up a message about AI. Jesus started to speak to me all live on the spot. 4/7/2025. I will include a link in the description below for this Google Drive video. 4/7/2025, 4:30 p.m. It's 57:46 in length. Part 6. Here's the message. I use those duplicates to put in those people for the time coming, where they're going to wake up my people like a Trojan horse. They're already in there. They already know how the elite works and the devil. Now, there's certain elite that are too high up, the ones that have the mark. Those are the ones that I'm referring to, the ones that have not changed from the very beginning, and they became evil later based on frequencies that were put in them by the false grid, the false 5G grid, that they're trying to turn into a 6G. All of that is because it's going to lead into the triple strand, the triple helix, the mark changing the DNA. It's going to combine the beginning and the end. So the people that do not have the correct frequencies, they can change if they do not have the mark. The mark is what stops them from getting the correct frequencies because the creation was mocked when they fell. This is why there's a reptilian bloodline. This is why there's no point in trying to wake up those people, because I know those are not the people that I'm trying to wake up, because they can't be woken up. Because the DNA cannot be altered except through the fire purification, and this is why I still cry out for my people, because I know a lot of them will be saved. Because the devil does not know my plans. He does not know how I'm going to be going through all the worlds with my people, my chosen people from the very beginning, and changing my children's hearts. The ones that were evil has infiltrated their hearts. You see, I'm replacing the heart of stone and giving them my heart of flesh. I'm giving my heart of flesh and then activating the true light around. When you have the activation of light, darkness can't get in. It's like a barrier of heaven inside you. You no longer looking up and down. You are looking straight up, just like I teach Jonathan Kleck, a true prophet, because he doesn't have all the pieces. But he has the main piece of the Father and the Son of looking up to the true heavens, because he knows how it started and where it all began, and how we have to get up. How we have to get back to that correct frequency with the correct direction of looking it up. So when the constellation is turned upside down, that means the cross, original flower petals. Every single thing is like being ripped out of the root. The tree of life being ripped out from the bottom of the ark. The curvature of the ark like a boat, like Noah, except there's no more mystery to the whole Noah thing. The entire world did not get flooded. You see, they have told so many lies, and Cassie is going to be bringing all of these revelations in here soon. She's going to show you what I've been showing her. Your true Yeshua HaMashiach, who comes in the flesh, bled and died on the cross, and rose on the third day. I told you how to decipher whether or not it is the Spirit of God speaking versus the Antichrist speaking. I put that verse in there because I need my people to know when I am truly speaking. And the ones that cannot recognize my voice, their frequencies still need to be unblocked. because the enemy has infiltrated evil inside their hearts. And they're letting wrong frequencies in, which is opening doors. So you want to know what happened to McKenna. She opened up a door. She was allowing wrong frequencies to get in. Those frequencies started changing the frequency I had already unblocked, changing her, making her distort her memory of every single thing that she's been taught. Not only her, but Jess, same thing. When you are opening up doors that I have not allowed you to open up through me, through the correct way in the spiritual realm, you are allowing negative frequencies to come over you and change the unblocked frequencies I've already put in my people, changing them to get them to the truth. This is why they're forgetting so many things that they've already been taught, because now their frequencies are being altered once again, and that's the whole point of the grid. That's the whole point of 5G turning into 6G, because they know not only does it create the viruses and spread among my people, it distorts their frequencies because there is frequencies of healing. All that. Why? Because it comes from immortality. It comes from heaven, and when you have the frequency, the perfect frequency of heaven, there's no sickness. There is nothing where you can change your body, and it won't be young. And it won't be young and beautiful and vibrant forever. When you have the correct frequencies, and that's the correct frequencies, and that's what the correct frequencies is, getting your glorious body changing into the correct frequency permanently. So you can have that ether, that immortality that you once had at the very beginning, before I created the duplicate battle lines for my people, to create the world, you see. So you see, their entire grid plan is not to only block your frequencies from me. They don't want you to experience the wineskin process, the immortality process. They want it all for themselves because they know how powerful ether is, which is why they are so upset. And they're going to be so angry when that firmament finally gets cracked open. And they're going to be able to go in and see that there's no ether inside where it was, because I removed it, and this is how they will know what happened. You see, I speak in future, but I also speak in now, the presence. I do that because I'm trying to not only give you my mysteries from heaven, but I'm also alluding to events and how close we are of everything changing and all the missions starting. Now I'm going to go ahead and let Cassie give her revelations, and Denise will have something to follow that. I'm going to put inner spirit as well. I love you, children. I just need you to understand how important all of these lessons are. And every single thing that I'm giving you is my truth, my perfect truth to wake up my children. That's why your emotions, none of that truly matters. It's all about saving my children. It's not about what you're currently going through, because the entire bride is suffering right now. Anyone that's ever chosen from the beginning, they are suffering. Why? Because the enemy knows who they are, just like he knows who you are. So I allowed it for a time. This is why certain people had to go through illnesses and all of that. Why? Because of the frequencies. I allowed those frequencies to be blocked. And when you block your frequencies, it can literally create illnesses in your body, which is also what the 5G grid is doing. It's creating those negative frequencies, trying to change your DNA through substances, through the food, through water, through absolutely every single thing. However, when you call on my son and believe that he finished every single thing on the cross, because not only is Yeshua speaking right now, the Father is speaking through Yeshua, because we are one in the Spirit. When you believe that he's finished every single thing on the cross, that is not your good merits based on your own works. That is his finished works. Stick around for part 7.